So, we are not too far away from where Veilguard was. Dragon Age Veilguard, which, if you can't remember, no one played it, so I wouldn't really put it past you. But it was a AAA game which budgets around $300 million, which is a lot of money. But that can be made back quick in the realm of game industry, because when you are selling your game for between 70 and $100+ you only got to sell a few of them. But Veilguard failed to make its first quota, which BioWare wanted about 3 million. They got 1.4 total, 1.5 if you round up. So Veilguard was, what you know, was a huge, massive, stupid flop. And the people that try to defend it are just contrarians. They're trying to say that we don't know what we're talking about, and that, well, it doesn't matter. There's none of them left anyway because they done moved to the next thing. But the one thing that Veilguard tried to hang their hat on, said we did this really well, so much that they even put it as its own free app and game on PlayStation and Xbox and other places, was its character creator. Said, oh, we have the best character creator, even though you can't give your female character a big butt or big boobs or make her look like you at all if you're well endowed. Well, it's funny that we're not that far removed from it. And another game that hasn't come out yet is already trying the same exact thing. Yes, I'm going to pick on Game Rant again today, and I might pick a little bit on The Gamer too, because they deserve it. Because all you got to do is 2 seconds, 5 seconds of research, and you won't come up with stupid things like the Hogwarts Legacy thing that I pointed out that was too spicy for YouTube. I had to put it on a different platform that will remain nameless right now, because I hear you also get flagged for that on YouTube. But that was in the moment. This is what I think of this. Avowed. Avowed's character creation is... let me try that again. Avowed's character creator has some extremely tough competition, but its godlike features, God of creation, with, look at that capital G, could just be what stands out from the crowd. So again, this is what Veilguard tried to do. It's like, we have a character creator. It'll take you like an hour if you want to make a character exactly how you want them to be, except it didn't. It didn't at all. Some of the ugliest characters in the game, in any game I've ever seen, came out of it because they were so inclusive about how many different defects you could have in a character. And they succeeded in that. They had all sorts of moles. They had all sorts of skin diseases. They had all sorts of whatever you want to call it, because to be inclusive, they put it in there. But if you're a pretty person, they didn't have it. I have seen... Oops, I didn't even mean to subscribe to them. You can't see it. They had some pretty characters that came out of it, but that is the talent and dedication of gamers. Once again, we're the ones making these games look good when they do look good. But I'm not here to rant about Veilguard. Absolutely not. I have way too many things to say about that, and I'm trying to not go 30 minutes or an hour. So, let's get into this article. Well, actually, before we get into the article, let's look at the comments. Already we got a whole bunch of laughs emojis, and thumbs up. Thumbs up, I think the Gen Z's got it right. Thumbs up, passive aggressive, means cool, solid, next. Laughing means you actually, on Facebook, and pardon me for being old, Facebook is where I keep seeing these articles, because my ex actually shows me relevant news, and I don't really use anything besides that. But hey, do you? I've already posted, and I've got a like, or a couple likes. Thank you, people, Nick and Jordan. Feels similar. Veilguard again? Because we've already done this. We've done this exact same thing. It hasn't changed. We're just months, not even a year, removed from these games doing this already. And why am I attacking Avowed that's supposed to be a Skyrim killer? I'm not attacking. I'm pointing things out because there's these red flags. And I'll do a whole video about red flags that gamers notice. But one of them is when you do this. Did Dragon's Dogma come out and say how great their character creation was? No. It had a great character creator. The game just didn't do well. Skyrim didn't say a word about it in 11.11.11. I remember because I watched that game like a hawk. Because I was just coming out of middle school, dang, listen to me. High school. No. Absolutely not. There's like, hey, you play it, you make whoever you want, go on. But already GameRant and The Gamer have come out and said, oh, it's a step above. And I'm sure it is. I've seen pictures. It looks like if Veilguard and Baldur's Gate 3 had a little baby. Sure, I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just saying this is a red flag straight out the gate. Let's see what other people are saying. Can't wait for this game. Probably a bot. Skip, same. Street Fighter, while as a fighter, Street Fighter had a great character creator. Elders Reborn, people were so hyped for this game, and the anti-DEI sheep, me, started to dogpile on it. It's because the lead developer said he didn't want our money and that we were anti-woke shills and that, like, he just dogpiled us. And we all noticed. We all know that they don't want our money. That's why we did it. We probably got their opinions from some YouTuber. Yes, we're the media now. YouTubers are the media now. You can't trust GameRant. They're paid off. The Gamer paid off. IGN paid off. Polygon paid off. You name a Game Informer paid off to say good things about this. If you don't believe me, look at Veilguard. 9 out of 10 IGN. But they didn't mention that the game was absolutely... They tried to make it good to begin with. They only gave game review codes to certain people that they knew to begin with was going to give it a good score. And they were right. 9 out of 10 IGN. Overall, I think is like an 84 on Metacritic, which takes all of them and accumulates them. But I didn't put anyone's names up here because I don't want to oust anybody. But I will continue to the article, which is Avowed's godlike features, again, capital G, are a dream of character creation. Listen, even if I was doing every single thing, every other letter like this, I would still lowercase g. But that's just me. I'm sure not everyone's like me. I'm just here to speak my mind. Published 11 hours ago. I did get this pretty late. But I just now found time to do it. But for those unaware, Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming RPG, Avowed, is technically... I went to public school. For some fantasy universe, it's blah blah blah, it's supposed to be a Skyrim killer. Which, by the way, nothing's killing Skyrim. Definitely nothing soon. One key part of... God, I really can't read tonight. Is Avowed's prime character in Avowed, blah blah blah, role of a godlike someone whose spirit has been blessed by the auras, 11 deeds. Okay, it's just blunder, blah blah blah. Godlike features could be what sets Avowed's characters apart. And I'm not saying they're not. I am saying that this just looks like a better looking Veilguard. Like armor and all. It just looks like... Well, that's Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know why that's on there. That's anyway. Anyway, the bar has been set incredibly high for modern character creators because of Baldur's Gate 3, and I would even say Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, does the bar has been set very high for a character creator because you can make those people look anything like you want you to look like, anyone you want to play as look like. Heck, if you have a crush, you can make it look like them and play as them. Like, the character creator, yeah, it's huge. Like, but I'm gonna have to see something that isn't like Veilguard, honestly, to make me think that this character creator can actually make me exactly how I want to be. Because as all the downfalls of Dragon's Dogma 2, you can look any way you want. There were people turning people into Sylvester Stallone. I saw, heck, all the way back in Fallout 4, people were turning their characters into John Cena. Like, a good character creator is not something that is new. And just to make an article, well, 2 articles, because, like I said, the gamer's done 1 too that I'm going to breeze over because I ain't got too much time, and you probably ain't got too much time to watch this. But let's continue. Oh, my God. There's praise for one of the most impressive character creators in history. And it was. It really was. Last time, Dragon's Dogma. Look, I didn't even read this article to begin with. You can tell because I can't read. To customize every conceivable physical feature down to a player's teeth. It's not mentioned in Cyberpunk 2077. That's also a really good character creator. But might have a trick up its sleeve. The godlike features offers a unique form of customization. When creating a custom characters, players often fall into 2 camps. The camps try to create a realistic, albeit attractive character. What's wrong with creating attractive characters? Why are you... No one wants to play an ugly character. We're playing for escapism. Ugly people like me, we're trying to make attractive people. And that goes for both genders. All 2 of them. With regular proportions, standard features. Oh, you're making pretty people sound boring. Nice. The other camp, however, tries to create the most hideous monster, as from Hill versus Babyface's his Veilguard creation is just, it's all over the internet. You probably seen it, didn't even know it was him. But other game sliders protagonists into an abomination. It's rare for an RPG creator caters to. Avowed seems to. Listen, I'm going to skip over some of this because it really doesn't matter. I've also never seen godlike facial before. All right. Extremely. Alright, so Avowed said, 1 like and we'll drop some cursed godlike envoys. These aren't even cursed. Okay, that one's cursed. Okay, some of these are cursed. That reminds me of the Lorax. That's actually pretty cool. Hey, give me the Lorax too. Or Wilford Brimley. Anyway. Generally speaking, Avowed's character creator has both pretty robust offers. Final Fantasy mixed up. Could be expected. Avowed as part of the games. Like, see, they're already trying to compare Avowed, Baldur's Gate 3, which, by the way, is still killing it, and Dragon's Dogma 2, which not many people play, but it, like I said, it had a pretty good character creator. We hope you like this item and discuss. But no, it's got a lot to go, and flaunting a character creator, which is the first 10 to 30 minutes of an RPG. It's exactly what Veilguard was doing. Now, is it Veilguard? No. And will it do better than Veilguard? Probably, because there was a lot more controversy behind that than this. All I know is that the lead dev behind Avowed, of Obsidian itself, has already come out and trashed people for speaking the truth about these games. Has already come out and actually, by name, started picking off people saying that they're shills, that we're hateful shills, while we're speaking our minds and the truth about what we think of these games, to try to get some sort of hate money out of it. Instead of what Veilguard did, and I had to compare it to Veilguard because it's going down the same path as Veilguard. And if they do the same thing Veilguard did when it comes to the physical copies, and they try to keep away from the people who might say something bad about their game, you'll have another highly rated flop like Veilguard. They got 9 out of 10, 84 or so on Metacritic, and not make its first quota, its first goal. Veilguard lost hundreds of millions because you got to take into that. They spent it like 10 years working on it. Every year costs money. You got to take into consideration all the commercials they put into it, all the advertising period that they put into it, and you got to take into account the reported budgets, which is around 300 million, probably more because it took so long, just for it to flop, because it was highly anticipated and they couldn't just give up on that property, that Dragon Age property. It's the same way with Avowed. Avowed has done the same exact thing Veilguard has done, which has taken a while to make, hyped it up, and it's going to probably flop just like it. And if the writing can save it, I have no idea what the writing is. The writing can absolutely save this game if it's a good story, good fighting mechanics, good everything about the game. We can ignore that the dev already doesn't like people talking bad about their game. We can ignore the Slack that was leaked saying other people in the company don't want our money. We can ignore that if it's a good game. Easily. It's only people like me, us apparently, are these hate shills that are trying to bring light the people behind the game. And if you can remove art from the artist, awesome. Play the game. If it's good, if you like it, awesome. Great. I wish you the best. But they have already made it clear. They don't want my money. They don't want a large portion of the people who played Skyrim, who enjoyed Skyrim's money. We'll just go back and we'll play Skyrim.